That sold for how much? Whoo! What's up, Triple V fam and resellers? Ryan here with Vintage Vagabond Vents, bringing to you another Bolo Top 25 selling video. Today's video, we are going to be going over paperweights, some of the names that you should be on the lookout for, and just how much some of these pieces sell for. So again, it's going to be top 25, all paperweights today. And let's just get right into it, because you're probably going to be as surprised as I was on how much some of these sell for. So let's get into it. Now, let me just start off by saying a lot of these glass pieces and the makers, I'm probably going to butcher some of these names. I am not the most knowledgeable on glass and other items, which is why I'm super excited to do this series. So I'm going to just do my best. We're going to go through. And again, it really does show a decent price point on some of these glass pieces. So up next we have Orient and Flume, glass paperweight, peaches on branch leaves, 1984, signed L. Hutton. Sounds about right to me. What I do really love about these pieces, though, is they come in all different shapes, sizes, and it really is an artwork. So this one, again, peach branch, that beautiful glass work, and again, signed on the bottom, Orient and Flume, super cool. And again, L. Hutton, 1984. This one listed and sold for $720. Now, this is why I'm really glad I'm doing this series, because again, I'd look at that and I'd have no idea whatsoever on a price point. So we have that one starting off at $720. We have up next Paul Stankard. Now, I even talked to Mama Sue. Mama Sue is more knowledgeable on a basis of everything, especially glass, whereas I started reselling 4 years ago, primarily with jewelry throughout the past 4 years, so that's my most knowledgeable category because I've dealt with it for so long. So even she wasn't sure about the Paul Stankard signature. This one, botanical paperweight, 1979, 6 out of 100. Got that stunning cobalt blue, beautiful flower center. I mean, just amazing. There is the bottom. Love the cobalt blue, 6 out of 100, A679, 1979. I don't see the Paul Stankard signature. Wow. The side view is very different from what I thought it would be. But yeah, there she is. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous paperweight there, $750. So again, listed by now, $750, and that's what she sold for. Up next, we have paperweight sandwich, Holly Cole, blue stripe fancy flowers. This one definitely has that Murano style glass center flower piece. Now, obviously dealing with some jewelry pieces, you know, Murano does not only paperweights and glass pieces, but also does jewelry, so that does help out. I'm going to assume that's the sandwich aspect, is the flower center, both pushed together. Makes sense to me. Signed on the back. Again, right there, you can see the air bubbles. Just a gorgeous flower glass paperweight. Now, this one was listed on bid, selling for $760. So it's definitely, again, if you guys don't know and you're following along with me, learning about all these different things, again, I don't think that I could say that I could look at that and be like, okay, that's worth $700. I wouldn't. But you don't know until you do the research, and then, you know, like myself in this situation where I'm looking it up and I'm finding out, we don't really have, you know, with the kids and everything, we don't really have the option to go out to yard sales, estate sales, stuff like that. But it's still nice to look at. I mean, mostly everything that we do is online auction. But again, even the visuals, and then applying that to online auction, you could really get an idea. I mean, Google image helps out a lot too. You can pretty much learn anything just by snapping a photo. But again, in even live auction, like when you're in person, it does help out a lot when you don't have the time. And even estate sales, like estate sales around us, there's so many people that it's so hard to pick and choose. You kind of just like flow through, quick grab. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting pushed into and everything else like that. But it's pretty much why I'm doing this, just so that way we could get visual ideas, some names to look out for, and just kind of go from there. All right, so keeping it rocking, we have another Paul Stankard, Blooming Orchid. How fantastic is that? That is so much realism in one piece. It's just crazy. Again, that gorgeous blue, stunning orchid flower. I mean, she's gorgeous. I do want to show the signature. So I think they're pretty much, some do have the Paul Stankard signature. These, though, seem to be referenced like out of and then has a reference number. And again, 1981, really cool piece there, $750. Again, there are some definite big money items when it comes to these paperweights. Lucius Magnum. This one is Rick Iotti, Magnolia, and Warbler. How cool. Man, that is so cool. So you got the Warbler in the center, gorgeous flower pieces, that stunning green. I mean, again, this is definitely artwork, without a doubt. And again, Rick Iotti, gorgeous art piece. And this one's selling for $770. Now, as far as paperweights go, again, there are newer paperweights, which is why knowing the key difference between the both is knowledgeable and good to know, which is why pretty much we're just going through signed pieces, because again, if you pick it up and you see that it's signed, it makes it really identifiable and easier, whereas like, you know, like the bottom edge, it needs to be a specific way in order for you to know that it's vintage compared to newer, and other things like that. So there's some decent information and to know knowledge out there, but we're just going to rock through some of these. I'm kind of surprised that this one sold as much as it did. So we got John Holly. This one's 8 times blue plums. So again, there's the John D. Holly signature. Again, scratched up on the top, but you got those beautiful cobalt blue plums. Grain stems. Again, gorgeous artwork. As you can see, it definitely has some issues. Some bubblage throughout. You know, you can see the air bubbles. And again, this is the bottom style that you're looking for. I didn't really see too many before, but again, you want to see, because again, these are put on a blow stick and then cut off, and you want to see it sand down. And it's not going to be perfect. If it's perfect, it's probably new age and not great. So the imperfections throughout these pieces is really what you're looking for. And again, this one listed on bid $799.99. Insane. Up next, man, who wouldn't want a jellyfish paperweight? This one is Moonside Swimmer. Richard Satava jellyfish paperweight. Wow. You got the beautiful shells down at the bottom. Really cool jellyfish up top. I mean, that thing is just insane. Beautiful crystal glass. I mean, you can just see how clear it is. Amazing. That detail, though, that is so insane. And again, it is signed on the bottom, which it is just signed to Satava. So Richard Satava. Jellyfish paperweight. This one listed and sold for $796. Sheesh. Insanity. We got Trabuco signed art glass orange dahlia paperweight. I mean, again, as you can see, the more details, pretty much, the more it's going to sell for. This one does also kind of look like a sandwich, is what the other listing called it. There is the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful glasswork. Again, you can see the imperfections in the bottom. Yeah, she's just amazing. Now, this one doesn't necessarily have, maybe that is the signature. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, all I'm going to say is if you see something with a lot of detail, chances are it's going to be worth some money. This one on bid sold $810. 6 bids, $800. Sheesh. That is insane. All right, keeping it rocking. Now, I love this. What is it called? Spiral Latticino. I love that design. New England Glass Company, pink pompon on Spiral Latticino. Now, the Latticino is just specifically that white in the background. There are a couple of different terms. If we come across it, I'll bring it up. But again, that one specifically, Latticino. Beautiful design, stunning floral top. And again, this one is New England Glass Company. This one on bid, 14 bids, $850. $115. I had no idea whatsoever, but I'm figuring it out. We have another beautiful, this one again, Murano piece style. Again, those little, I mean, honestly, they remind me of mosaics for the most part. Again, some more Shakira glass paperweight. Again, definitely looking like Latticino to me throughout. Again, those Murano pieces, absolutely stunning design. Marked on the back, and again, it is English Arculeus pink. Very different. And again, there is the bottom. This one's selling for $895. Wowzers. Up next we have, man, I'd love to have this one. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know what it is, but you got the fishies. This one is Steven Lundberg. Tropical Fish Aquarium Art Glass Paperweight. 4.5 inch, just say. I mean, just amazing. Details throughout. Love the design. And again, that blue backing and then all of that multicolor coming through there. Just a gorgeous paperweight for sure. There is the bottom. And as you can see, it is signed right there. So again, Steven Lundberg, 1991. This one was listed for $900. I think it sold for like $875. So again, some big money items without a doubt. We're halfway through the top 25 and we're already into the thousands. We have Richard Satava, another one, Jellyfish Art Glass. As you can tell, I'm going to assume if you see an art glass piece with a jellyfish, you might as well just pick it up. Again, has that beautiful opaque top. Such an amazing jellyfish. This one's definitely 8 inch tall. Yeah, definitely a larger piece. Maybe not the greatest for shipping, but still really cool. Signed on the bottom. And this one's selling for $1,000. That thing is super cool, very different. Sorry, I need a little bit of coffee there for sure. All right, we have up next Jim D'Onofrio. Art Glass Paperweight, 1997, Flying Geese Landscape. Got the beautiful blues and greens, kind of like a landscape right there. So again, you have like the water, landscape, beautiful. 2 geese. Man, oh man. Such an amazing design. The best way to explain it. And again, it is signed Jim D'Onofrio. Man, oh man. 97 does have its reference number. This one listed and sold for $999. So that means, and again, these are all in line based off of how they sold. So again, this one sold for under $1,000. This one just under $1,000. Up next we have, man, XL Magnum Rick Iotti Frogs, Turtle, Flowers, Pond Life. 4.5 inch, beautiful paperweight. Again, you got the frogs on the lily pads. Where's the turtle at? I don't really see it. Oh, there's the turtle. I didn't even see him at first. How cool is that? So you got the frogs, the turtle, the flowers. Such an amazing art glass piece. This one listed and sold for $990. It's such a cute little turtle. Definitely cool, without a doubt. And again, you could really tell the difference with some of these. I mean, just the detail alone. Again, when you're talking about just simple floral compared to these ones, it's just a whole different ball game. Again, signed Rick Iotti on the back. This one's selling for, again, $990. All right, up next, this one isn't necessarily a paperweight. I don't know why I put this one in here. But it is glass. We got Lalique Art Glass Paperweight. It's a glass paperweight, just not in a round style. That's why. And it is Tortorellis. Model 1128, Two Birds, France. Gorgeous. Again, that frosted glass with the blues, the whites, floral bottom. And again, it is signed Lalique on the bottom, France. And this one's selling 29 bids. $1,105. Shoosh. Yep, we officially broke the grand mark. Up next, now this is definitely Murano style. It is Clichy, France. action-packed Millefiori two-sides art glass paperweight. So yeah, that is just a bunch of Millefiori on the top, the beautiful greens, pinks, whites, blues. Sheesh. And then you got that beautiful white, black, and blue swirl bottom. Absolutely stunning paperweight there. This one was listed and sold for $1,200. Out here paying mortgages with paperweights. Up next, we have a Murano Aquarium by Barbini. 5 fish, 1950s. It is 11-inch with light base. How cool is that? Just an amazing, amazing design. Again, fish aquarium. Again, this one by Murano. Selling for $1,268. Man, so much detail. And like, I don't know if you guys like, so I tend to scroll a lot, and when I do watch a lot of glass blowing videos. To me, there's just something about it that I don't know, I could just watch the process of things like this being made, and I could watch it for hours. Alrighty, up next we have Chris Buzzini, 1991 faceted braided stem bouquet. I mean, the fact that it's got the little round pieces throughout it as well, very different. Definitely adds like a whole nother vibe to it, because again, the cut pieces make it look more clear and magnified, and then when you look outside of that, it brings it back. And yeah, I don't know, just the aspect ratio in this piece is just amazing. And there's a nice little bottom view. This one was listed and sold for $1,300. Sheesh. Alrighty, keeping it rocking, we have a Steuben. Now, again, that's one of the names that I'm more familiar with. Steuben, Mount Rushmore engraved crystal president's paperweight. So you got Mount Rushmore. It is also a Steuben. This one listed and sold for $1,398. Sheesh. Alrighty, keeping it rocking, we have another Paul Stanger 1985 glass paperweight. We have water lilies. The fact that the glass itself, that beautiful color off of the leaves, it literally looks like you're looking at it in water. I don't know, just insane. And again, you got the water lilies signed on the side, Stankered, 1985. So again, some of them have just reference numbers, some of them do have the actual name. This one listed and sold for $1,599. Again, if you're like me and had no idea and you're just looking to learn information about reselling items, this is like Christmas, I guess is the best way to explain it. All right, we have another beautiful Murano style. This one is Baccarat, interlaced trifoil, garland, large paperweight, France, 1850. The fact that it does have like that swirl through, you got the reds with the greens, just that beautiful white lace style underneath. Man, she is gorgeous. Such an amazing art glass piece here, and we're just gonna go through. I think that is the bottom again, looking accurate. It has the air bubbles through it, that beautiful lace. Just an amazing piece for sure. This one was listed for $1,599. They did take an offer on it. I think that's officially top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're into the top 5 officially. Up next, we have 4 Viking glass uranium green mushrooms saucer 2 shot glasses. I'm going to go with more so paperweights, but still really cool. Uranium glass mushrooms. Beautiful details. Oh, so it's the mushrooms, the 2 shot glasses, and the little tray dish. So again, that's a nice little set of uranium glass. What do you got? 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces in total. And this one listed and sold, it was $2,800. It definitely sold for less than that. I think we're still right around the $1,500 mark area. But again, those mushrooms alone, super cool. All right, up next, we have Paul Stanger Art Glass Paperweight. Man, the detail. Floral, definitely stacked in this one like a bouquet. All different styles of flowers. You got the little berry clusters. Looks like a little blueberry off to the side. The leaves throughout. I mean, there is a lot of detail in this piece. And again, more detail, pretty much more price. I don't see any signature throughout this one, but it looks pretty authentic to me. We're gonna rock it. It was listed for $5,000. It did sell for less than that, but again, listed and sold. That means you could list it for $5,000, get yourself a nice little good offer just in case somebody feels like spending that amount. So that's top 3. Top 2. Paul Stankard again. Flower bouquet, honeybee art, glass paperweight, marble orb. Check that out. And I think it's also marked on the top instead of just the bottom. But check out the details. Check out that honeybee. How do you even make that? Beyond me. Such a cool piece there. Again, you have more of the berries. Kind of looks like lilacs. I mean, just an amazing piece. So much detail. This one was listed for $7,500. They did take an offer on it, so it did sell less than that. But again, we are into the multiple thousands. Top selling Paul Stankard piece, as you've seen at the beginning of the video, is this Paul Stankard Assembled Seasons Art Glass Paperweight Sculpture. Now, it sold and was listed for $20,000. It did sell for less than that, but it is not by much. And again, really cool, detailed. I mean, look at that. It's a massive piece. You got the honeybee. It's like almost like some of the most popular ones we just went through, all in one piece. So again, I'm going to just assume, the 4 seasons being like fall, the bees would be April, so on and so forth. Well, spring. Oh, my. I think I should have slept in a little bit longer. Oh, man. And it's not only that, but it's got the little honeycombs with the bees on it as well. How cool is that? Yeah, that's so much detail. Why do those look like little people? They are little people. Very different. Again, definitely a unique piece, to say the least. And again, listed at $20,000. You just now upgraded from paying a mortgage to a down payment for a house. That is insane, guys. So that is the top 25 art glass pieces. The more that I get comfortable with some of these names and designs and how-to tells, when I can do, this isn't going to be the last glass video. There's all different styles of glass out there, so I'm probably going to be doing some more of those. So as I get more information, I'll continuously edit, just like the jewelry. Again, we started at one point to where the knowledge wasn't really there, and now I feel like we're officially not top tier jewelry, but we're getting there. I know enough, and we're gonna just keep putting out the jewelry videos, these top selling jewelry videos, and then also the what sold on our eBay. So we're going to be doing lots of different styles of content, putting videos out left and right. Just want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't drive you too nuts with the horrible explanations, but thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.